Hey, how's it going, David here? And yeah, thank you so much for interested in this free landing page audit. So here's about what's gonna happen in the next 8 to 10 minutes. We'll work through a landing page together, and by the end of the video, we should walk out with actionable tips and tricks, actionable steps that you can apply in the next 24 hours. All right, let's dive in. So we have how do you pronounce it? 4jum.com, your body, your stats, real progression, HRV, VO2 max, sleep. Okay, so yeah, I won't call myself a fitness guy, but I do wear Garmin watch and I do track my HRV, VO2. I also have Aura ring, so I track my sleep as well. So I should actually, I think I'm your ICP, which is really good. So overall, we need to so definitely talk about the hero section, and then we can discuss the other sections. But when it comes to the hero section, the rule of thumb is that within 3 seconds you need to answer several questions. Okay, so overall your hero needs to target the problem, solution, okay, solution and outcome, relationship. Okay, problem, solution, outcome, relationship. So within those 3 seconds, excuse me, people should be able to answer what problems you solve. Okay, who is this exactly for, and what should I do as a visitor? What should I do if I want my problems to be fixed? Okay, if you don't do that within those 3 seconds, people usually leave. All right, how you can do that, how you can achieve that, how you can fix your hero in how you can fix that 3 second time window is that you focus on your H1 and you focus on your visuals. Okay, your title needs to be a bold claim, so it needs to target the problem with the solution. Right now you say your body, your stats, real progression. It doesn't tell me much. Okay, it doesn't tell me much. We need to see what is the true added value here. We need to see what the product is about. We need to see in the headline how you target a specific problem. Okay, so what do you want people to do? They open up your website, they experience some problems, they open up the website and they see, oh shit, the title is exactly what I've been experiencing. Oh damn, this is exactly what I want to have fixed. Okay, so then they'll be willing to find out more. Then they'll be willing to actually scroll down and go through three or other sections. If you say your body, your stats, real progression, it doesn't say much. Okay, it's really vague. It's more like a product description rather than solution for your visitors, for your ICP. So you need to think of it from the visitor's perspective. Try to ask yourself what problems you solve, and what is the outcome for your visitors. Transfers your real fitness data from your smartwatch into RPG. Character progression, no fake XP. Okay, so if this is actually true, that this is like a gamified, if this is some sort of a RPG type of thing, then it should be definitely in the title. It's really hard to tell what the product does. It's really hard to tell what is the true value here. 5 hero stats from real data, derived from HRV. I see. Yeah, so we need to. That should be the bold claim. Okay, that should be the main title. Okay, so you definitely need to have a title that describes this core functionality, that this is a game, this is a fitness journey experience sort of thing. Okay, because right now it just seems like a tracking app, and you completely from this whole part right here, you completely disregard the fact that this is an actually RPG character progression where your heart rate, sleep, blah 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 represents those XP points, which is a pity. Okay, the other problem is that the actual screenshot is super small. Okay, if it's really hard to read, it's really hard to see what it does. It doesn't have any sorts of photo, so I think it would make sense to have an actual background image. Okay, this can be a guy or a woman that is running, that is on the run. Okay, and then you can have like an overlap of those photos, so At first glance, people would see, by those photos, I mean the product screenshots. So at first glance, they would see, okay, this is a sport tracking app, and then at the bottom they would see those screenshots. Because if you don't do that, it's really hard to connect those dots together. Okay. 5 core stats, 19 plus mini games, 14 health signals, no ads. Those mini games again, like where can I see those mini games? If it's right here, like no one's going to scroll through those. Okay, so what I would love you to do is to make those screenshots bigger, easier to see, because right now it's really hard to, almost like impossible to read some of those, and make them bigger, make them larger, and put them above the fold, put them immediately right here. Oh, I cannot mute this. Okay. You see any of these photos, any of these visuals you use for the video? I wouldn't be worried to combine those into, make them into, put them into a hero section. I wouldn't do the video. Well, first of all, it's a vertical video, not horizontal video. But you should have some sort of a background photo here, because people need to associate themselves with the product. So they need to see like the sports person. After they see a sports person, they'll be like, oh shit, this is me. You know, 14 signals, 5 stats. So overall, when it comes to writing the copy, and this is the problem I see pretty much everywhere. So you need to think really from the benefits perspective. Okay, always try to push benefits over features. Okay, benefits over features, or rather outcome over features. So you always should ask yourself, this feature does this and that, which means people will achieve this and that, or it leads to Y. So this feature does X, which means Y, which means Z. And that Z, that Y should be your copy. Okay, you always need to think of it from the user's perspective, because at the end, people don't really care how the product works. They don't really care how the product looks. What they mostly care about is how the product actually fixes, how the product actually fixes their problems. Because if you do not highlight the whole journey from start to finish, you will lose them. Okay, if you start bragging about those features, that's most of the times strategy that do not bring conversions. Overall, you should always try to talk about the benefits, about the outcomes. Always ask yourself what problems you solve, and that copy should be based around that. See it in action. As I said, I would get rid of that, or I would make it bigger and without the scroll. You cannot expect people just to scroll through those. Usually, these sliders, horizontal sliders, vertical sliders, any scroll hijacks, they kill the UX. Okay, learn and graduate. Again, learn and graduate. Again, like this title doesn't say much. Okay, this title doesn't say much to me. So I think after 12 months, you recognize your own signals. I think, for example, this after 12 months, you will recognize your own signals without needing the app to tell you. That's more important for me than learn and graduate. Okay. How to get started. So when it comes to how to get started, it's always great to have how it works, but we need to associate it with some photos. Okay. If you have any how it works anywhere on your website or in your product, always show the associated photos or any illustrations or anything so people can see it in action. Okay. Build different. So what is the difference between build different and this part right here? Here you have learn and graduate. You have the same dwell and cop, dwell and cop. So this is just a duplicate. So if it's duplicate, I'll just kill it. Okay, and call to action. Okay, small recommendation just for the call to action. Again, I would just crop it right here, add a background photo of person running or whatever, and then add logos to Google Play and App Store. Okay, overall, if you are interested and want to find out more, I'll include a YouTube link in the video description below, but you can read more in depth in this blog post. And yeah, it just summarizes what we just discussed. It targets hero sections only. So if you want to learn more about hero sections, you can read this. But other than that, I'll send this to you after this video is uploaded into YouTube. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a nice day. See ya. Bye.